polls on Tuesday and make sure we cast that correct vote for column C.
I'm the second VP at my job with the union. I've been a member of the past of the SALT program, Save a Life Today. That's with the prosecutor's office. I'm a member of the MRS Club. Member Responsible Society. What we do is
just go online, type in DJI.com.
Scholarship money.
I'm filling out. Go online, type in DJI.com. DJI.com. You find out everything. You have pictures of it on your phone. DJI.com.
Been a member there and still active, still doing what I need to do. But let me just tell you something. I'm going to just get right to it. I want you to know when you elect me, I am going to be the voice for you in the fourth ward. And just like Mrs. Wyatt said, if you don't live in the fourth ward, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, a cousin, a neighbor, anybody that you know that lives in the fourth ward. That starts at Central Avenue, right by the fire department. When I'm elected, I'm not going to be a leap year candidate. You say, okay, Terry, what are you talking about, a leap year candidate? You only come out for votes every 4 years. No, you need to be recognized all the time. When somebody comes to you and they say, who's your fourth ward city council person? They can say, oh, I know who it is. It's Terry Briggs Jones. So when I was out canvassing, I'm asking the people. I said, okay, do you know who represents you? And if you can't say who represents you, you need to vote that person out. They don't need to be there. People need to be held accountable. That's important. They definitely need to be held accountable. And I'm telling you, you hold me accountable. Because I want to do what I need. And I don't hide from my people. Because y'all just like me. I am no different than anybody here. We always say there's no big U's and no little I's. Everybody's here to serve. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to serve you. And so with that said, my platform, what I'm about, first thing I'm concerned about is safety. Why I said safety? Oh, I hear those bullet shots. I know what's going on down here. We almost got it time when the police and when the rescue squad are going to come through here. So I'm concerned about the safety. What we need to do, we need more community policing. We need to have a relationship with our policemen.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? No, I'm taking pictures of the report and stuff. You got purple on you. What's up? How you doing?
In the midst of multi-million-dollar budgetary cuts, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Richard Wyatt, Ritty, the man, knows the way. Before politics, Richard's in the fourth ward with Terry Briggs Jones, making sure people are getting food during holiday times, making sure they're getting backpacks and school supplies before the school year gets started. He's making sure he patronizes every business in the city, including the very minimal, dilapidated downtown area that Mr. Wyatt's going to fix up, clean up, and attract new businesses to. Mr. Wyatt's mother lives in the second ward. He was raised in the first ward. So he obviously knows the way to go. He shows you the way to go. And I think it's akin to what he did, again, outside of politics with gentlemen making a change. And gentlemen making a change, he is trying to be that leader that they need to see. Because if you change what they see, you'll change what they'll be. And that don't have nothing to do with politics. That's talking about the man. So we're not talking about a current team captain that wants to sell the wealth and riches from our beautiful Queen City to outside developers and individuals that have no vested interest in this community. We're talking about the man, the husband, the father, the team player, the mentor who takes out his time aside from politics to ensure that not only his family and friends are taken care of, but also making sure that his entire community is taken care of. And so, on behalf of Cameron Cox and the entire Cox family, generationally, it is my pleasing pleasure to stand here today in official support and endorsement of not only the new team captain, Mr. Richard Ritty Wyatt, but the entire Column C team that's going to change things not only for the fourth ward with Terry Briggs Jones, but the city of Plainfield with Richard Wyatt at the helm as the new captain. But we also going to make some transformational changes on the county level with our new county commissioners. And so without further ado, it is my pleasing pleasure to introduce my friend, my brother, of my life.
Make sure you listen to my dad.
I'm waiting to hear.
Good afternoon, Plainfield.
What's up? What's up?
Good afternoon, Plainfield.
Good afternoon.
All right, I'm just going to take a moment just to take this in. I try to tell myself to
these men out
be
here
present
can't yell.
at times like this. As I look around at all these supporters, just give me a second just to absorb this and take this in right now. I would like to welcome everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out, and I'd like to acknowledge all of our prominent Plainfield locals for their presence here today. Thank all of those. Give up a round of applause for those who came up and spoke today. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me feel to see all of you together. It's been a while since we've been able to gather like this. But this is what Plainfield is all about. Us coming together to support one of its own, am I right?
You're right. You're right.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all gotta be a little louder. I talk low, so I need y'all to be louder than I am, all right?
You're right.
I'm a fourth generation Plainfield resident, born and raised right here in the Queen City. Raised not far from here at Watchtown Gardens. I graduated from Plainfield High and spent my time there on the football field and selling candy with my friend Mayoral there. Giving to my community and serving my people is all that I ever wanted to do. I love this city, but we desperately need a change. The Queen City right now is suffering. It's time for us to restore Plainfield to its level of excellence and keep it right there. Before I begin, I'd like to observe a moment of silence in honor of the 3 lives that we lost in the beginning of May. Dijon Allen Jordan, Michael Price Jr., and Rufus Fowler Nelson. I'd like to thank their families for also coming here today and showing their unwavering support. Your support is tremendous. I plan to speak with all of you about my vision over the next 4 years, but before I do, I'd like to make an announcement regarding some of my planned immediate action items. The lives of these 3 young men had a significant impact on Plainfield. And when I say significant, each one of their deaths touched me personally. And it's important that we continue to honor their legacies. With that said, if elected, I plan to dedicate a section of Myrtle Avenue to the memory of Michael Price Jr. Along with my friend and running mate, Terrence Johnson, we'd like to establish a basketball summer camp to honor Michael Price Jr. Also, John Allen Jordan. Finally, we plan to support those in need of medical care in honor of Rufus Fowler Nelson by creating a foundation. To those parents and those families and to those community members who are impacted by this, I know that there is nothing that I can say to relieve you of the pain that you all are feeling and experience. But I hope that these initiatives offer some relief. I want to let you know that the city is behind you. We will always be there for you. For our veterans, especially those, see the window when it's green. Especially those who are struggling with power, for inclusion, equality, for our LGBTQ community, for our faithful, for Plainfield women, for Black lives, for homeowners frustrated with excessive spending, for the historical preservation of our town, for the differently able, for the families affected by violence, for the arts, and for every parent who wants the best for their children. For years, we've been told to wait for affordable housing, to wait for funding for our schools, to wait for job opportunities, for improved city services, for community centers, retail options, revitalize downtown, and end to wasteful spending, and for the violence to stop. We've been asked to wait, but I'll tell you right now, we are done waiting. The time is now, Plainfield. The time is when?
Right now.
The time is when?
Right now.
The time is when?
Right now.
It's time for us to show up on Tuesday. It's time for us to show them that we matter, that our voices matter. It's time for the Queen City to make her comeback. We've always been a Queen City, but it's time for us to polish that crown.
That's what's up.
It's time for change, and the time is now. On Tuesday, June 8th, I'm asking you to come out and vote line C for change. Once again, I thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and we're not done. Last round. Last round.
Best round.
Last round.
The best round.
God bless you and God bless Plainfield. Let's get this done.
What's up? What's up?
Real quick, everybody, if we could just get a group shot with our column C candidates in the middle and all of us surrounding them before we start dispersing. I know you're ready to eat, but if we could get this done, then we can spend the rest of the day mingling and fellowshipping. So if everybody could come to the middle and get in a group shot, as long as you don't feel like you're going to be compromised for whatever reasons, come to the center, surround your candidates, and let's take this picture. All right. Oh, June